इस लेसन में हम माइनर ब्लूज स्केल को एक्सप्लोर करेंगे. We're going to learn what it is and what it isn't. We're going to learn some vocabulary to help us apply it. We're going to learn about things like call and response. And we're going to learn how to do more with less and apply the vocabulary we know to create lots of variation over a major blues and over minor chord progression. So let's dive in and have some fun. ये जो माइनर ब्लूज स्केल है, इट इज़ ट्रूली अमेजिंग. अगर आप इसको यूज़ करना सीखोगे, यू कैन क्राफ्ट वंडरफुल वोकल लाइक मेलोडीज इन योर इम्प्रोवाइजेशंस. फॉर एग्जांपल, एंड क्योंकि ये इतना वर्सेटाइल है, यू कैन टेक इट टू ऑलमोस्ट एनी जॉनरा फ्रॉम पॉप टू जैज टू ब्लूज टू बॉलीवुड. The masters of improvisation were also the masters of the minor blues scale. If you think about jazz, whether you have Miles Davis, John Coltrane, Kenny Burrell, Wes Montgomery, Lee Morgan, Dexter Gordon, or in rock and pop, for example, Jimi Hendrix, and more recently Tom Misch, they're all masters of the minor blues scale. So let's dive in and have some fun. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to our channel down below and let us know what you think of what we're doing. To understand the minor blues scale, let's derive it from the major scale. And also let's try and understand how the minor blues scale differs from the minor pentatonic. अगर आपको major scale construction और intervals के बारे में नहीं पता है, please go back to lesson 2 and revise that lesson. It's on the YouTube Goa Jazz Academy lessons playlist. So the major scale is built of the following formula: root, major second, major third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, major sixth, major seventh, and the root repeats again. So the note names are C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then C. अगर आपको minor pentatonic scale बनाना है, then you need to choose 5 notes from the major scale. Also, you need to alter a few of the notes. The root remains the same. We flatten the third, so you get an E flat. You keep the perfect fourth and fifth, so you get F and G. And we flatten the seventh, so you get a B flat. So the formula for the C minor pentatonic is root, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7. And it sounds like this. The minor blues is a 6-note scale, a hexatonic scale. So the difference between the pentatonic and the minor blues is actually just one note, but a very important note. We actually add a flat fifth to the pentatonic minor to get the minor blues. So the formula for the minor blues is root, flat 3, 4, flat 5, 5, flat 7. And these flat 3, flat 5, flat 7 are known as blue notes. Okay, that's what really makes this scale really exciting. And this is what it sounds like. And here's the difference between the minor pentatonic and the minor blues. जैसे मैंने अभी एक्सप्लेन किया था, the minor blues scale can be used over dominant chords and minor chords from the same root. So for example, हम C minor blues C dominant 7 पे भी बजा सकते हैं और C minor 7 पे भी बजा सकते हैं. But more importantly, this is the one scale, the minor blues or the minor pentatonic before this, that can be used over the entire blues progression. So over a blues progression in the key of C, for example, हम C minor blues play कर सकते हैं over all the chords. Okay, this is not true with C major blues, where for example अगर आप C major 7 पे बजा रहे हो, you have to play C major blues. When you go to F7, you have to play F major blues. Anyway, वो एक different lesson में है. For now, let's get back and let's try and get a flavor of what the minor blues scale sounds like over a dominant 7th chord and over a minor 7th chord. इस लेसन में हम 5 minor blues licks सीखेंगे and we're going to learn how to play them over C major blues. उसके बाद we're going to use the same licks and try some variations over just some minor chords. For minor blues scale shape practice करेंगे. Let's do it ascending and then descending. हम slowly practice करेंगे with a metronome, so each note of the scale gets a quarter beat. और हम अपने interval names और scale degrees भी कहेंगे as we go through the scale. Okay, so let's try this, and here we go. 2, 3, 4. Root, flat 3, 4, flat 5, 5, flat 7, root. Now let's try descending. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Root, flat 7, 5, flat 5, 4, flat 3, root. Excellent. और जब आप इन दोनों के साथ comfortable हो, then you can move it to different positions on the piano, bass, or guitar. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4. Root, flat 3, 4, flat 5, 5, flat 7, root. Root, flat 7, 5, flat 5, 4, flat 3, root. अब हमने एक स्केल पैटर्न सीख लिया. What we really need to do now is make something musical. तो इसके लिए हमें vocabulary चाहिए होगी. We need some licks, we need some ideas. So इसके लिए I'm going to present some 2-bar ideas and let's see what we can do with them. So the first is a very basic idea which goes like this. Now let's try it a little slower. अब जो second lick है, it's like the first but in the other direction. Okay, so it is descending instead of ascending. अगर हम licks 1 and 2 combine करेंगे, we get a new lick which is called a call and response or question and answer. So let me demonstrate. For example, lick 1 sounds like this. ये एक सवाल है. It's almost a question. The question is lick 1. Where did you put my cookies? और answer ये हो सकता है, for example, I don't know where I put them. Something like that. So a question and answer is fundamental to blues. It's actually a great way to create interest in a solo. जब आप statement बनाना चाहते हो, to use call and response is incredibly powerful. So let us now actually play both these licks in a call and response manner through the blues form. Again, this is in the key of C. The idea to really learn how to improvise is to do more with less. So even with these 3 licks, ये जो 3 licks हैं, हम इनके साथ कितने variations and variety हम build कर सकते हैं. Our job is to take the C blues backing track and try and come up with as many variations, musical variations that we can using these 3 licks. So even with 3 licks, हम इतना variety generate कर सकते हैं. For example, in line 1, I use lick 2 twice. In line 2, I'll use lick 1 followed by lick 2. Or finally, मैंने turnaround पे, which is in the last 4 bars, I use lick 3 to create a chord and response. If you notice in the second and third line of the blues, we're actually playing the same thing. But what I want to demonstrate here is that licks 1 plus 2 can be thought of as individual or as a combined lick 3, which is the chord and response. So I encourage you to try this with the backing track and try and create as many variations as you possibly can. Lick 4 is inspired by the great Kenny Burrell. अगर आप jazz की journey ले रहे हो, then you should definitely check him out. Let's have some fun. And now slower. Finally, let's bring all 5 of these licks together and let's try something really fun. So finally, अब हम अपने minor blues licks जो हमने सीखे हैं, the blues licks that we've learned, let's use them over a simple minor 7th chord. In this case, we're in the key of C, so we're going to use C minor blues over C minor 7. Let's see how it sounds. It should be pretty straightforward and it should sound great. अगर आप minor blues scale अच्छी तरह से सीखेंगे and you practice it and you get familiar with it and it becomes part of your being, you will really learn how to phrase well when you improvise. So have lots of fun and see you in the next lesson. So if you have any questions for me or us at the Goa Jazz Academy, please do email me at karan@goajazzacademy.com. And we'd love to see what you're working on, and if you have a few minutes, do check out some of the other videos in this lesson series and whatever else you found on our YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Have a great evening or day wherever you are.